Sit it, da 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 da. Sit it, da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom doom. Doom, sibba dibba da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom, sibba dibba da boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da do 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 da do 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 dibba dibba do 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 do. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba doop. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba doop. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. So Titan in the morning. My name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titan's groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titan's groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Oh, y'all, it sounds so good to say it just like that. I want to say it again. Good morning. Yes. I want to say good morning to you. Good. Hold on. Good morning. Yes, that's what I want you to do. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do it. All of that good stuff. But this morning, what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment and I want you to tell yourself, good morning. Make it envelop you like a good old nice warm hug. Just say good morning to yourself. Now, just take a moment. Trust me. Just take a moment and say good morning to yourself. But we don't just say good morning. We say good morning. Can we do that? Y'all take a moment and let's do that. You know what? Better yet, I'm going to do a little countdown. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little countdown and we're going to do that. Hey, good morning to you. Thank you so much, Liz. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning to you all. So this is what I want you to do. Before we check in, before we do anything, we just coming on to the live. We getting in here. The coffee is good. My energy is good. Thank you so much. My energy is good. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a moment, right? And then what I want you to do on the count of 3, I want you to say, good morning. And then look, y'all, look, I know everybody says good morning, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to say good morning to yourself. Say good morning to yourself this morning. I want you to be a little selfish if that's how you feel. Be a little selfish and say good morning to yourself. But when you say good morning, we don't just say good morning. Good morning. No, we say good morning, right? So I need y'all to go ahead on and plant yourself, right? Go ahead on and plant yourself however you feeling this morning, right? On the count of 3, I want you to say good morning to yourself. Hey, thank you so much, Becky. Thank you so much. Good morning. Becky said good morning to me. Hey, Becky, good morning. All right. Can we do that, y'all? Can we do that? All right. All right. Long as we can do it, then we good. Long as we can do it, then we good. All right. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You say good morning to yourself, right? You're going to say good morning to everybody this morning. You're going to say it all the other mornings. What I want you to do is practice saying good morning to yourself. Hey, Liz. Liz said, good morning. Okay, you can give me a little dance over there. Hey, Angel, good morning to you. Good morning, Titan. Looking fabulous. Thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate that. So good morning to you all. So y'all, let's go ahead and get this out the way because y'all know what we have to do. Well, not have to do, but what we do. TikTok, y'all, tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Y'all come talk to me. Go over there and visit my shop on TikTok. Yes, and get you a nice old Titan in the Morning mug. And all of that good stuff right there. But tippity tap the middle of that screen. I got a goal over there if y'all can help me out. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, right? Y'all go ahead and show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts, show me some love, like, follow, share, subscribe, do all of that. I'm trying to build my audience. Y'all come talk to me, come be with me. Yes. No, it's no. This is the way I tied it. You know what? Every time I wear my tie or a tie and I tie it differently, people always ask me, right? Do you know how to tie a tie? Now, y'all, this is cray, right? Let me say this right off the back. This is nothing against anybody saying anything to me, anything. But you're going to ask a grown man, do he know how to tie a tie? Just for giggles? Like, I don't understand that. And then for you to say, oh, well, some people don't know how to tie the tie. Well, maybe some people like myself ties it the way they tie it because that's the way they want to tie it. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all got to stop questioning grown people about what they doing with their own bodies, with their own thing. Like, where do we get that from? How do we question grown people about their bodies, about what they're doing? And I know some of y'all are saying, Titan, that's kind of strong. I don't know what's going on over there. Like this. No, but you know, people always do that. And I don't know if they're people just in your families. And I'm going on a tangent already. I'm going on a tangent, but like, I don't know if it's just in your wheelhouse or this is how it works with you and your family. But we don't do that. We don't question grown people about what they're doing with their bodies. Now, you could have said, hey, I see you tied your tie differently. And then I could have explained to you why I tie my tie differently. But to ask me, do I know how to tie a tie? What that got to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all. We got to stop. Y'all stop that. Stop questioning grown people about their choices and the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost as if you're talking to a child, right? And so what if somebody doesn't know how to tie a tie, which I do know how to tie a tie, but I tie it my way. So here's a little background, right? I've always tied my ties differently because I believe that my ties are a conversation piece. See how the conversation got started that way? That's how I believe my ties are. So here's my thing. I'm going to do this my way, right? But y'all got to stop questioning grown folks about what they doing. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all are not the parents. They are grown. And even with my nieces and nephews and my daughter, they are grown. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm their uncle and I'm their father and they are grown. And sometimes I got to step back. I got to get out the way because that's not my responsibility anymore. They are grown. You feel what I'm saying? Like you want to protect them. You want to be around them. You want to do all of the things, but you have to remember that they are no longer children. They are grown. So they got to do grown things. The conversation should be grown. Y'all with me? Well, see, to me, there's no what if. Now, if there's a what if there's a what that is, but this morning I got on here with this tie, tied the way that I have it tied. And somebody said, do you know how to tie a tie? Do you know how to mind your business? Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's not going to be the run of the mill the same way all the time. So y'all stop that. Liz said, I've never heard a parent say that you adopting kids. My people don't understand that. Look, let me tell you right now. I'm the kind of person like y'all raise them up in the way that they should go, and you have to let them go, right? You want to always save them, and y'all, I have that. I had that issue, right? And I still do every now and then because when I talk to my nephew is like a son to me. So when I talk to my nephew, I'm always trying to like protect him and make sure that he doesn't. And I have to remind myself, whoa. When I talk to my daughter and things are going on and stuff like that, we talk, but we talk from a point of, hey, I'm here to confirm, I'm here to affirm, I'm here to, listen and be. But I'm not interjecting like that. No, unless she asks me. If she asks me for something, then I'll say, okay, bye, 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 bye. But other than that, no, that's not what we doing. Hey, Lucy Lou, good morning. She said, loving the tie. Well, thank you, Lucy Lou, because somebody told me I didn't know how to tie a tie. So anyways, thank you for loving the tie. It's a Titan Capri tie. Can you see? Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. So this morning, let's go ahead and check in. We didn't already say good morning to ourselves, right? We didn't already say good morning. And for those of you that are new here, what we do is we say good morning. That's what we do. But we don't just say good morning. We say good morning. We type it out with all the O's and R's and INGs, right? And that's what we do. So let's get to it. What's one word this morning of how you're feeling this morning? I'm feeling refreshed this morning. Even though I am tired, I am tired. I am feeling refreshed this morning. Yes, I am feeling refreshed. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so what's one word of how you feeling this morning? Right? Let's put it in here. What's one word of how you feeling? Of how you feeling, and I know it may be Ebonic feeling this morning. And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay? Hey, Tweety, good morning. Tweety said, I'm feeling happy-go-lucky. Come on, happy-go-lucky. Happy-go-lucky. Where you going, go-lucky? That's what I want to know. Where you going today? If you happy-go-lucky, where you going? Where you going, baby? Where you going? What's one word of how you are feeling today? Okay. I'm putting it all the way through here, y'all. Now, look, so here's my thing. You ain't got to always like it ain't got to be pretty. It ain't got to be none of that. How are you feeling today? That's the question. And if you are feeling, what's one word of how you're feeling today? I'm feeling refreshed, right? And it doesn't have to be an explanation of refresh. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, but so long as it makes sense to you. Why are you refreshed? Why are you happy-go-lucky? Why are you blessed? Because I got blessed over here. Why are you awake? Well, why are you awake? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just asking, right? I'm just asking. You don't have to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just asking. Tweety said, here and there, but staying out of trouble. Okay, now come on, come on. Happy go lucky, you going here and there and staying out of trouble. Now you know what, Tweety? I don't know. I like a little trouble every now and then, cause you know. Anyway. Lucy Lou said anxious. Okay, anxious. Lucy Lou, is there something that you're anxious about? Like, what are we? Is this just some endeavors that you got going on, or you're anxious about the day? Okay. Uh, Z Zai, I think it's Z Zai, said, I'm new here morning. Good morning. Now, Z or Zai, let me know which way it is, because I want to make sure I got you right. If you new here, you already got the morning, because you got the O's and the R's and the INGs already in there. So I'm loving that. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come in, kick your shoes off, and let's stay for a while. Okay? Let's stay for a while. All right, y'all. What's one word of how you're feeling today? That's the question, right? Z. Okay, Z. Then I'm on it. I'm on it. I got you. It's on lock. Z. I got you. I got you. Yes, indeed. Okay, hold on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I'm not gonna say that. Look, let me tell you something. Every day, every moment, every experience that I'm on this earth, I am happy, right? I am happy go lucky, right? I am blessed. I am in it. I am here, right? Exactly, exactly. Z, what's one word of how you're feeling today? You're new here. What's one word of how you're feeling today? Lucy Lou said a possible new interest. Been single for 4 years. Ooh, Lucy Lou. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Lucy Lou, because you know I want to ask a ton of questions, but I'm not gonna do that. I just want to say good luck to you. I'm glad that you are feeling it like that. It's a great thing to feel it and to be about it. So happy for you, sending you good energy and vibes, right? Now you gotta let me know what happens down the road, you know. That part. Look, let me tell you, that part right there, we ain't gotta worry about it. Oh, you welcome anytime. 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 Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can't get to my all right. Okay, so I'm just trying to see how I look over here. Good. Okay, good. All right. Oh, you welcome. You welcome, Lucy Lou. Z says, I'm feeling happy. I made it to another day. Come on, Z. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of times we don't, you know what, we don't even be happy about the fact that we made it to another day. And I think sometimes, right, we take that for granted. But I'm happy with you because hey, it's another day. I'm living, I'm breathing, and I have another chance. Notice what I said, Z, another chance to change something that I wasn't able to change yesterday, to reevaluate something I wasn't able to understand on yesterday. I got another day. Okay. Or I got another day to rest. Rest is so underrated. It is. Ooh, I got another day that I can just sleep. You know what I mean? Look, all right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Let's do it one more time. TikTok, y'all, tippity tap, tap the middle of the screen. Let me know that y'all are in. I got a goal this morning if y'all could help me out. But if not, you coming in, you want to go on over to my TikTok shop and get you a nice old Titan in the morning mug. I got socks and candles and journals and all that stuff over there. Go on over there, t-shirts, go on over there and get you a little something and let me know. Now, if you go over there and get something, right? What I want you to do, what I would like for you to do, I'm asking for consent, is that you would send me a picture with you in it. Send it to my DM, send it to my inbox. But I would love to do that. I'm making a huge collage over people that have bought my merch and products and stuff like that, or that have been on live with me. And so I would love to showcase you if you are up to that, if you like that, asking for consent. But yes, go on over and do that. All right, YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts, show me some love. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all subscribe, tell a friend to come on in and kick their shoes off. Okay, Kick their shoes off. That's what we're doing. All right, y'all. So this morning, we're talking about moving with experience. Moving with experience. And I'm gonna, y'all know how I do. Y'all know I got a little story for everything, pretty much. But so recently I made a move, and the move was tedious to say the least, right? There was a lot. You don't know how much stuff you accumulate over 20 years. Like, you accumulate things that you just wonder to yourself, why did I buy this? Why I never used it? Why is it in the back of this closet? Why is it back in the washroom? Why is these things still here when I should have cleaned them out, thrown them away, things like that? So I was telling my moms this morning, I said that every now and then you need to make sure that you clean, right? Because once you come to the move, right, it's a lot of stuff that you have to unpack. Y'all caught that? So it's a lot of things you got to pack, but then it's the unpacking that gets you. You know what I'm saying? It's the unpacking that gets you. So it's like packing, unpacking, but a move period, right, is crazy work. So yes, of course. Yes. So what I said was what this episode is about is that on today's episode, Titan will discuss his recent move and the more than 20 years of experience that was revisited and the feelings of nostalgia. Y'all, I was sitting there picking up things like, some things I didn't want to open up because I was afraid that I would not let it go. You know what I'm saying? Some things were boxed up and never been opened. All right, go figure that one out, right? So it was bringing back like days of my past, my military time, my Titan Capri time on stage, my beginnings. There was so much experience in that move. Like, I think everything is an experience, right? But I was sitting there saying to myself, what is this? And then it was some things from my grandmother. It was some things from my daughter when my daughter was young. It was some things from my nieces and nephews when they were young. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3 years old type stuff that I just kept. My refrigerator, right? My refrigerator is full of pictures of my daughter, my nieces, and my nephews, my cousins. Like, anything that you've ever sent me, I pretty much put it on the refrigerator. My refrigerator was covered with travel magnets and stuff like that, right? So it was bringing back the set. I remember when I was there. Oh, I remember when this happened. I remember da 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 da. So it was one of those things, right? But sometimes you must take a moment and really check in with yourself about the move and the experience. And I'm going to get into that in just a second, because it's a knowledge gained, right? Events that you lived through, and then skills that you developed. So when you move, you're not just moving the physical sense, right? You're moving emotionally, spiritually. You're moving mentally. You're like, all of those things are happening because you're standing there. I even was choked up a couple of times because I was like, oh, wow. I remember this. Old books from school, colorings, like all these things that I've done over the years, right? And my journals. I had a ton of journals, and I was just like, whoa. And then so I was like, when they came to remove the junk, I was like, well, just take all of that. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What if I have some gems in this? What if I have some diamonds in the rough in this, in all of this paperwork and stuff like that? So I was like, well, let me not do that, right? Let me not do that. Hey, Martin, good morning over on Podbean, excuse me. Yes, it is. Hey, Dana, good morning. Let's see, 57K Joe. Hey, family, is that a tie? Yes, it's a tie, Joe. It's my conversation piece. Yeah, it's a Titan Capri tie. Indeed. Hey, good morning to you all. Good morning. Hey, Maya, good morning. Hey, Yvette, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Angela Hawkins, good morning. Good morning to you. Joe said, I don't think I've ever seen a tie tied like that It's fire though. And indeed, Joe, and Joe, you just got in, but we just had a whole conversation. Somebody asked me, did I know how to tie a tie? And so this is how I tie my tie, right? I know how to tie a tie, but I like to tie it differently. And the reason being, it's a conversation piece. That's my thought process. Y'all steal it if you want to, but y'all better give me credit. It's a conversation piece. That's what it is, and that's what we do. Anyways, how you doing this morning, Angela? And Angela, what's one word of how you're feeling this morning? What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? Yes, indeed. Y'all welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning. Hey, Con Exodus. Good morning. Good morning. Now, let me tell you something, Con Exodus, right? If you're still on and you listening, so I was cleaning out. So I just did a move, right? And Con Exodus, you're gonna know what I'm talking about with this. 2001, 2000, 1999, I believe. I got pictures of you. I got pictures of you. I got pictures of us, Capri family, Atlantis, things like that. When I saw your name, I was like, what? But my friends that were helping me get the stuff out the house, they was like, I know them. And I was like, yeah, you know them. That's my family. Yeah, that's my family. So anyways, I just wanted to say that. Because I saw you on there like that. I just wanted to say that. All right, y'all. Good morning. Now here, we're going to get back to it, right? So this morning, we're talking about moving with the experience, right? I'm moving with the experience, but here's the thing that really got me, right? Oh, Angela said her word today is tired. Let me tell you something, Angela. I said my word is exhausted, right? I'm exhausted, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm feeling good. Tired is a valid word. Okay, tired is a valid word. Yes, indeed. So here's my thing. When you are moving with the experience, a lot of times what we do is we take for granted that we're moving and we don't take into consideration what all goes along with the move. Like I said, there were so many things happening and I thought that I could do it in this amount of time, which I will never do that again because I'm working, number one. Number two, I got podcasts and then I got my advocacy work that I'm doing. And in between that and me trying to move, it just really didn't work out. What I'm going to do next time is save and have some movers move everything, pack it up and take it, right? That way I ain't got to worry about none of that. But this was an experience that I had, and I'm glad that I had it because I was able to reminisce, go back over, relive some of my military days, even in Alaska at JRTC and NTC and things like that. Like I had almost forgot about those things, right? And beyond popular belief, I don't hate the military, right? So I have all of these things on the back of live fire exercise sheets, PT sheets, calibration sheets, sit maps. Like I didn't even know I had this stuff in here. And I was just like, wait, what am I still doing with all of this? You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I had it because it brought back nostalgia. I stayed in the military for 8 years, right? And then for it to be a part of my life that I don't talk about or I don't, let people know existed. Oh, no, that's not what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure. Hey, Keisha. Keisha said, good morning. I have to duck out in a moment. Got to teach my class. Okay, well, thank you for being here, Keisha. Thank you for coming in. And y'all, I want to tell y'all something. This right here is a prime example of just you supporting, right? All you have to do is support. Like that right there, you don't have to, if you can't make it, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do the full thing, pop in for a couple of minutes, right? And here's something that I want to say to you. All you have to do is do that. And that's support. Because somebody say, well, Titan, how can I support you? And I'm busy. If you take a moment, just like Keisha did and said, hey, good morning. And then say, hey, I got to hop out, but I'm here. There you go. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. Keisha was right on time with that. Because somebody just said, well, Titan, how do I support you? I'm Titan Capri on all social media. All you got to do is go in. I have a pop-up shop. I have a shop on TikTok. That as well. Yes, I'll get the pop-up shop information. Thank you so much. Hey, Desi. Hey, cousin. She said, good morning, cousin. Good morning. morning. Desi said, I remember you being in the military. Yes, Desi. I was in there for 8 years. I can't forget that. I cannot forget that, cousin. All right. All right. So back to the move. And then I want you to apply this. And I'm going to say this here. Let me say this first, and then I'm going to tell you how I want you to apply it. Right. In this move, there were things that I know that I didn't want, right? That I needed to throw away. There were things that were way past its expiration date, that it should have been gone, right? There were things that I wanted to keep, but I just didn't have room for. Y'all feeling me on that? So I'm going to go back over that one more time. There were things that were way past their expiration date. And I know I should have gotten rid of it. Instead of putting it in the back of the closet, instead of putting it out in the garage or putting it into the washroom, I should have gotten rid of it at that point. But I wanted to hold on to it because it had some type of sentimental nostalgia value to it. So I wanted to hold on to it for whatever the reason was, right? I'm not knocking myself for that. But that's a lot of stuff. Then it doesn't hold the same interest that it held before. So now it's junk. So now you got all of this junk in here. Now, y'all, I cleaned out this house, right? I cleaned it out almost all by myself. I want to give a shout out to Willie. I want to give a shout out to Keisha because they came down and made sure. I want to give a shout out to my brother because my brother helped out, making sure that we got the stuff out of there and down to the new house. So I want to give a shout out to them and thank them for stepping in. And Keisha and Willie, they just called and said they was coming. They didn't really ask me, did I need them? They was like, I'm on my way. So thank y'all for that. I really appreciate it. Hey, the King, good morning. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning to you, King. Good morning. So these things have went way past their expiration date. They shouldn't even have been in the house, right? But they were there, okay? Now, the house is weighed down. Let's just say it like that. With things, right? People, places, things, like with things, emotions and feelings that are tied to objects that you're keeping. Okay. So you start the move and you think to yourself, myself saying, you think, okay, I can do this in 1, 2, 3 days. Yeah, no. Because once you move something out of the way, once you move, like my grandmother used to always say, you can't see the forest for the trees. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we know that it's a forest, but it's trees all aligned that you can't see in it. My grandmother used to say, always keep your grass low because there could be snakes in the grass. You feel what I'm saying? Now, that's an old country saying because we from the country. We from down in the Gulf. But that's an old country saying. But it's real talk. So here's the thing. You gather all this stuff into your house and it clutters it up. Now you clean, right? But you have never had to deep clean a house and bringing things out. Like I had to call somebody to come in and get the rest of the junk out. It became junk. Now, remember at one time, it was something good to me. It was something that I needed, something that I wanted. And probably for the time, right? It was good. It was old school stuff, old school computers, old school laptops. Like when they first came out, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they were big and bulky and heavy. Now my laptop weighed 2 pounds, maybe. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 pounds, maybe like that, right? And so what you figure is like, oh, wait. Then you think that you don't have something, and then you buy another one. So there were triplicates of things in the house. How am I going to use all? I'm just one person. You know what I mean? And even if you have a full family, you're not going to go through triplicates of things. Like that's just crazy in a sense, right? Dishes and things like that you're going to use, but you accumulate all of that. Hey, Michael, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Keisha, if you're still on, what's one word of how you're feeling today? Michael, what's one word of how you're feeling today? My word today is exhausted, but here, right? I'm exhausted here because I've been doing the move and doing all of that, but I'm here. Okay. Hey, Maya, what's one word of how you're feeling today? Yvette, what's one word of how you're feeling today? Martin, what's one word of how you're feeling today over on Podbean, Martin? Hey, Tamaris, good morning. morning. Hey, Miss Shelley, good morning. Good morning to you. Shemaya said confused. What are you confused about, Shemaya? What are you confused about this morning? Confused, if you don't mind expressing that. Okay. So now you got all of these things in here. And then I got to thinking, for my topic this morning, moving with the experience. Y'all, in our lives, we have to move with the experience. Sometimes people, right, are in our lives and they have expired. And it's time to move on from them. It's time to understand that that was an experience. That was a time that you had with them. No bad blood. I don't need to go in and out and up and down and all around. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to be done with the experience. But I have to acknowledge that I'm moving with the experience. The experience that I had over here, I'm moving over here, but I'm not taking that with me over here. This is a new space, a new place, a new time for me to grow. Y'all know what I'm saying. In these ships and relationships and situationships that you are in, you're moving with the experience. Y'all going through that house. There were times that I stopped and I paused and I smiled. There were times that I saw things of my grandmother. I dropped a tear because I miss her. She's gone. She's been gone for 3-4 years now. It'll be 4 years here soon. There's a lot that happened in that house that was attached to me, right? But I had to let those things go. There were things that were in my closet and the drawers and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to, but I can't take it with me. Y'all feel me? I can't take those things with me. Although they were lovely at the time, although they meant so much to me in that moment, I can't take them with me. Moving with the experience. You have to move on and understand that it was an experience. It doesn't tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say that you're this and you're that, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say that. Hey, Gigi, good morning. Hey, cousin. Hey, Dad, good morning. It doesn't say that you're a bad person, but what it does state is that I have to move with the experience. I'm moving with the experience. My experience there was my experience over there. I'm not taking it over here. I'm not bringing it over here. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? A lot of times people want to take it with them. They want to take it from one place to the next, one homestead to the next, one ship to the next, one relationship, situationship. Y'all, we're not doing that. I had to move with the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to move with the experience. I didn't want to let some things go. Now I'm at the new space, which is supposed to be free and clear. And now I'm cluttered because I have so much junk. So now, and I call it junk because you're not going to be able to use it. You're going to have to let some things go. And so this relationship that you had, situationship, because somebody said, speak Titan, I'm going through that right now. This is what I'm saying. You got to let that go. All those bad feelings that you're harboring, all of that want to get your lick back, all of that stuff, you got to let that go because it's not doing anything to the other person more than it's doing something to you. Some of y'all not going to get that till you get to the parking lot. Some of y'all not going to get that till you get to the parking lot. Michael said, love this. Honestly, my one word, I'm feeling a bit numb today. I'm in the tail end of a burnout cycle. And you know what, Michael, the word today, when we ask about the word, it's just a word that has to be honest with you. And that's being honest. I am not going to hold you. I'm not going to tell you that you can't feel that way. Feel that way because a lot of us were numb. Last year around October, I was just blah. Me and my doctor were talking. My doctor said, Titan, are you okay? I said, I'm just blah. I'm numb. Where do I go? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? Because I have been running myself ragged, trying to make things work, trying to connect the dots, trying to make next best move, all of those things. And I just could not. I could not feel it. Michael, so I get you. I get you on that, right? Feeling numb doesn't mean that you're out of the fight. Doesn't mean that you're down for the count. Feeling numb means that you are taking accountability. You are taking knowledge and understanding that I am going through something in this moment. It doesn't say that it's going to be all the moments, but I'm going through something in this moment. And then you said that I'm on the tail end of a burnout cycle. Y'all, we burn ourselves out. We burn ourselves out. So forgive me, Michael, because I wanted to just talk about that because I know how it is. And then me, myself, I'm speaking on Titan. I held it in. My friends didn't know. They just knew that I stopped coming around. They just knew that I was not like the same person that I was before. They knew that, right? But they were like, well, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, let me tell y'all something. Let me be honest. I love y'all. God knows I do. But y'all, sometimes we don't have the words. Sometimes we do not have the words. And sometimes we do not want to be a burden to somebody else. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to go over here into my cubby hole. You feel me? My burnout cycle, right? I'm going to go over here to my alone time and I'm going to battle it out. I'm going to battle it out mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically, because sometimes we get to the point to where we burnt out that we don't want to clean. We don't want to check up. We don't want to do all of the things, right? Because we are in a burnout cycle. We are numb. And I want to say this right to you all. I was talking to Michael, but I want to say this to all of y'all. You deserve rest. However that shows up for you, you deserve rest. There should be no reason why you are going at 100% every single day, month, and year. That it doesn't make sense. Moving with the experience. You have to understand that experience was that experience. You can't be at 175 days straight and then expect for you to jump one day and then be at 75 days at 100% going further. It doesn't work like that, y'all. You will burn out. You will feel numb. You will go into that cubby hole and people think you're acting funny. That's what will happen. But y'all, we have been raised to believe that we have to work. Look, this is what I do. This is my mantra for the last couple of years, especially doing this work, this advocacy work and traveling and doing that. I prepare. Hold on. Hold on. That's it. I prepare to be comfortable. I'm going to let that sit with y'all for a second. I'm going to say it one more time. For those in the nosebleed and those in the mezzanine, I'm going to say it one more time. I prepare to be comfortable. They say you should say it in threes. So I'm going to say it one more time because somebody over in the nosebleed, somebody's sitting in the parking lot seating and y'all not getting this. I prepare to be comfortable. Y'all, there has been times in my life that I have never prepared to be comfortable. I just went in there and did what I had to do. Somebody told me I could do it and I did it. I didn't prepare. I didn't say, Titan, what's going to happen to you when you burn out? What's going to happen when you feel numb? What's going to happen when your depletion is at 20%, when you are normally running at 85, 90? What's going to happen? And then, Titan, you know, every now and then you got to do maintenance. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, just like a car, right? You need to have your tires rotated and your oil changed every 3,000 miles. Hold on. Let me bring it back. I prepare to be comfortable. Y'all, I am in a season, I am in a reason, I am in a lifetime that I prepare to be comfortable. If I'm going somewhere and I'm doing something and I'm being something and I'm all about something, I prepare to be comfortable. And you can't talk me out of that. I work hard. So I'm going to get the nice hotel room. I want the balcony. I want a view. I want to have the nice a seat on the plane or the train or in the automobile. I'm not asking anybody to go with me that's going to upset my peace. I'm not doing it. I'm preparing to be comfortable because y'all, I've done all of this work and I'm moving with this experience. I deserve comfortability. I deserve my peace. So when we move with the experience this morning, I know we still talking about moving with the experience, but y'all, my spirit is saying that somebody out there, right, needs to hear this, needs to know this. Whoever this is right here, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. Prepare to be comfortable. You go through all of the motions. Boop, 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 boop. I'm leaving this day. I'm doing that. People would say, oh, well, Titan, you can fly in and fly out the same day. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm going to get there the day before because I want to be comfortable. I'm going to get there the day before because I planned. I want to see the city. If I haven't been there, maybe do something, visit a restaurant. I'm planning to be comfortable. I come in the next day. I get up. I go and do, speak, preach, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm going to do that. And then once it's done, once I done showed up, once I look good, smell good, and I done talked my ish, then I'm going to plan to leave the day after because I don't want to be traveling after I done spent a long day being on stages, being in front of people and doing things. Y'all, mentally, I can't do that. I can't. I used to be able to do it in my 20s, you know, in my 30s, probably even in my 40s. But now at 50, oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. No green eggs and ham. No, no, no. Not doing it. I need you to prepare to be comfortable with moving with this experience. This moving experience that I just had taught me. Titan, you got a plan to be comfortable. That's not it. Michael said, yes, abundance requires that release. Indeed, Michael. Indeed. Yes, that is what this feels like. Indeed. I'm with you, Michael. I'm down there. Amen. Thank you, Titan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, exactly. I don't have language and don't want to be a burden. Indeed. And y'all, sometimes people will tell you, they will tell you, right? They will tell you, well, you could have called me. You could have talked to me. You could have did that. But when I was talking to you the last time, you weren't hearing me. You ignored everything that I told you. I tried to tell a friend of mine said, well, Titan, you could have came here. You could have did this and did that. And I said, I tried talking to you. Well, no, you didn't. I said, you remember the day? You remember this day? Because I remember it. Because you didn't hear anything that I was saying. I felt like I was standing in a room full of people screaming my head off and nobody was hearing me. But I have been there for you. I have been there for all the other people. And this is not a tit for tat. But what I'm saying is I'm locked in. When you come to me and see, and here's another thing. And Michael, you can let me know if this runs right with you as well. But people will come with their burdens and everything else and they trauma and sit it in your lap. And you are there for them. You are comforting them while you going through crap yourself. While you ain't even mentioned. I came to you to tell you the crap that I was going through. And you started talking about your worries, the same person that you've been dealing with for 15 years and stuff like that. And I don't ever ask for anything. And I came those days, not just one, multiple days to say, hey, I need to talk to you. Hey, and then we start the conversation and then it goes right on to you. So of course, I'm not coming to you no more. Of course, I'm not doing that. Right. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Hey, Javon. Hey, Javon said, good morning, Jane. Wait, you talking to me? Oh, indeed. And you said handsome. Well, good morning. I'll take the Jane. Although I'm Titan, I'll take the Jane. And thank you so much. You said I'm handsome. Royal said, that's a message. Thank you. Very important. Indeed, Royal. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you so much for that. Prince said, prepare to be comfortable. I know that's right. That part right there. That part right there. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Ashley Barnes. Good morning. She said, my one word is reflection. Baby, we got to reflect. We got to reflect. Reflection is good. Reflection in the mirror and reflecting on your life. That is so important because you got to look at that reflection in the mirror and you got to be okay with it, right? But then you got to reflect on your life and say, I had something to do with that. Or I was good with that. Or you better talk your stuff. Or Ashley, you better do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Reflect, baby. Reflect. Okay. Michael said, and I'm new to Houston, where most of my relationships are new and linked to my productivity. So isolation brings a pseudo of safety. Look, pseudo safety. Look, let me tell you, baby, I know, Michael. I very bad. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I know that you're here and things like that. I know you're a busy woman, and you're doing the things that you do. But if there's ever a time that you want to go grab something to eat and just sit and talk and do whatever have you, you let me know. You let me know and I'm down. You ain't got to come to me. I come to you. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Like we can meet up and we can do what we do. You most definitely. I got you. Hey, Queen. Yeah, Maya, good morning. Hey, nephew. Nephew says sips tea. Okay. You know I like to sip. You know we don't play those games around these parts. Okay. And sip again. Okay. That's what we gonna do. Okay. I got you, Ashley. I prepare to be comfortable. You are speaking the word. And I'm trying to let you know, okay? Why do you think it is that as Black queer folks that we may struggle with standing in a plan to be comfortable? You know why I think that? I'm gonna tell you why I think that. Because we think that we are taking something for granted, like a 5-finger discount. Now, hold on, Michael. Hold on, everybody else. Michael asked the question. This is Titan. My answer, right? I used to feel like, right, that I was not working. I wasn't doing it, right? I was raised that I don't take handouts. I was raised that anything worth having is worth working for. You feel me? And if I plan to be comfortable, it's almost like it's a sin to be comfortable. Like I didn't want to fly first class. Now, y'all, this is not about me having money because I'm not rich at all. I'm rich in life. I'm rich in love. I'm rich in energy. I'm rich in my God. But this is what I'm talking about. I thought that it was a crime. I didn't want to pay the extra money, but I worked hard, y'all. I work hard. So why wouldn't I be comfortable? I didn't want to. I used to always, we would travel and go places and my friends would be like, oh, well, we're going to go here and do that. And I'm like, well, we're not going to go to the hotel. Oh no, we're going to get here. It's 5 of us and we're going to have three beds and a couch and this and stuff like that. And I was like, whoa. In my 20s, that was cool because I was light and I was able to get up, and probably more than likely I was going to be at the party until 2 or 3 or at the casino till 2 or 3 in the morning. Keisha can vouch for me and so can Willie. But 3 in the morning and my best friend them. But y'all, I am in my 50s. What? I plan to be comfortable. And I think, Michael, that a lot of us have been taught that we work hard, right? But we should not reap the benefits of that labor. That's my thought process on it, because that's the way I felt. I would work 40, 50, 60, 80 hours. And I would trip about buying something at full price. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I love me a BOGO. I love me a 99-cent deal. Buy one, get one free. I love all of that. I love some coupons. And baby, when I tell you that I'll pull up my app in a minute and get me a free drink or a free burger or a free meal or whatever it may be, all of those things, right, are valid. But I believe that in my life growing up, my grandmother worked hard, right? Her and her sisters worked hard. They were maids all of their lives, pretty much. A lot of them were in hospitality. And the way that they raised us, right, as matriarchs of the family, was that we do the work. And when the work is done, you get to sit down and rest for a moment, but you don't dare take advantage. Because as quickly as it comes, it can go. And y'all, I live by that. So I'm working, I'm tired, dragging myself into the house. I'm doing all of the things. but I'm not comfortable. So I'm flying cramped up. Y'all, I'm 6'1" and I'm 285 pounds. Sitting on a plane with my knees almost in my chest. No, I will pay the extra for the leg room and the seat. And then y'all, I was today's year old when I first flew first class. I didn't even know what that was. And luckily, my best friend upgraded us to first class and I got to experience that. Once I experienced it, baby, once I experienced a 4-star, 5-star hotel, once I experienced a balcony with a view, once I experienced a suite on the ship and I could watch the sunrise and the sunset, once I experienced that, oh, I plan to be comfortable. I plan to be comfortable. I'm going. So I'm going to chuck me a couple of coins over here and stick them down up in here. I'm going to put some coins over here. I'm going to put some coins up in here so I can plan to be comfortable. I deserve that. What am I doing all this work for if I cannot enjoy the fruits of my labor? Are they enjoying theirs? Yes, you've done the work for them. Okay. Angela said, you're preaching this morning. Pass the offering plate. Come on, look, Angela. I'm trying to be in there. Plus 50, sir. Look, Keisha, mind your business. Mind your business. I know my age. Michael said, yeah, that's it. I'm following now. I think of plan to be comfortable as be realistic of your expectations of yourself. Indeed, indeed. But you know what, Michael, what I found out, and this is going back to that, what I found out is that my being realistic, right, of my expectations always kept me short. Hold on, y'all. Because I thought that I couldn't go further. I thought that I couldn't be more comfortable. I thought that the bare minimum was good for me. That's what I thought. Once I started planning to be comfortable, thank you so much. Once I started planning to be comfortable, I found out that my comfortable was more realistic than my expectations, meaning that I could reach it, meaning that I could do it. I had the extra funds. I had this. Look, I stopped buying luggage that didn't roll. I stopped buying luggage that didn't have a 360 roller. I stopped buying luggage that didn't feel like what I needed. I needed something that was cute because I wanted to be cute. I got my bag, my carry-on. I'm looking good. I stopped doing those things because they were not like comfortable for me, right? And you can say anybody on here can tell me how they are comfortable. How you comfortable, that's how you comfortable. But I wasn't comfortable anymore. Back then it worked because it was quick, it was fast. I was getting in, getting out. But now I gotta be comfortable. Now I need some air conditioning. Now I need some heat in the winter. Now I need these things. Now I want to see the world. When I take my camera out, I want to capture things like that. So I plan to be comfortable. Somebody asked me the other day, and so here's another thing, Michael, and I know I'm going back. Hey, Ashley said, yes, amen. Michael said, I appreciate that, my love. Expect me to take you up on that soon. Okay, Michael, baby. Because look, let me tell you something. I'm going to come back and come. Hey, Wanamac said that part, Grand Rising Solid Cousin. You are still in your rightful place. Comfort is peace. One love. And you better say it like it again. Okay. Yes, indeed. Michael said that plague of thought that we don't deserve. You are speaking to my experience so clearly. Yes, indeed. Because I don't know when they told us or when we became, but I'm going to say it like this, Michael. It goes further back. It goes all the way back to black and brown people in this world, right? Black and brown people on this earth. We have been taught that we are to work ourselves to the bone, blood, sweat, and tears, but we better not dare enjoy it. Have you ever stood on a porch in the South in the summer and had a cool glass of lemonade. Some of y'all may say it's overrated, but until you didn't had it, you never know what that is. Have you ever sat on a plane or train, first class, business class, or whatever it is, and they give you a hot towel? Have you ever went on a vacation and had a full spa treatment? Have you ever just taken a drive down to the beach and watched the sun set? On my cruise, y'all, I knew that I went on this cruise for a vacation for me to relax, but I was up at 5:50 in the morning. Well, actually 5:30. I set my clock because I wanted to see the sunrise. I had never seen the sunrise over the sea. Never. And when I tell you, it was such a glorious thing that I had to ask myself, why had you never done this before? Stop taking your peace and your comfortability for granted. When you're moving with experience, you can acknowledge where you've been, you can acknowledge where you're at, but do not put the gate on where you're going. Love yourself. Now, you probably can't do it every single time. You probably can't do it 5-10 times out of the year. But if you can get that 1 or 2 in and make sure it counts. And then have you ever went somewhere, right, and you could not partake in the festivities because you're on a dime? Y'all, I'm not going nowhere that I can't afford. I'm not doing it. And what I mean by can't afford, I mean I'm not going nowhere where I am not able to splurge and to have a moment. Could you imagine being at a poolside bar, right, and not being able to order a margarita, not being able to order what you want? I plan to be comfortable. I told my best friend for my first cruise ever, they were like, why are you getting a suite? Why are you getting it? Just number one, I go on the cruise. They celebrating 50 years. So it's half off, 50% off. So I was like, well, I'm going to get me a balcony. I want to be in a hammock. Big as I am, I want to be in a hammock. I want to feel the breeze. I want to see all of that. Yes, y'all, yes. I made sure. We said we were going. My best friend likes to plan way ahead of time. So almost a year, right? So I put money aside. I went on. I did my research. I plan to be comfortable. Y'all know I like the casino. I like to do a little slots every now and then. So I wanted to have my money here. What do I need to do? Do I need to have a card on file? Do I need to do this or do that? I don't want no hiccups. Y'all, my first cruise ever was a blast. We did excursions. We went to the Mayan ruins. We did all of the things. And I was just like, yes, but I plan to be comfortable. Now, my best friend them said that I was down in the casino for 6 hours, but that's neither here nor there. But I came home $1,800 richer. So stop what you're saying, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. You have the ability, right, to be all of that for yourself. You have the ability to love yourself beyond anybody else loving you. You have the ability to put yourself in a place where you are good. You have the ability. And if every now and then you got to take some time out, you do that. Every now and then you got to take a moment and reevaluate, recalibrate, you do that. But you have to understand, you have to move with the experience of, I know where I've been. So I know where I have to go. But in this moment, I'm not going to shortchange myself. I'm not going to shortchange myself. I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to say this before we go to commercial real quick, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to say this because some of y'all not going to like this, and some of y'all going to know exactly where I'm coming from. If you have somebody around you that never wants to be comfortable, always want to be in the chaos, always want to be in the destruction, always want to make it difficult, you need to loose them. I didn't say let them go. Loose them. Lose them with the quickness. Some of y'all not going to like it because the person sitting right next to you right now, you probably need to lose. Some of y'all not going to like it because the person that's laying next to you, you probably need to lose. Some of y'all not going to like it because the person that you're smashing with, you probably need to lose. Because they bring the chaos. They are telling you that you don't deserve the things that you deserve in your life. You done worked hard for it. Why can't I enjoy it? Because they can't enjoy it. I had to stop inviting people to go places and do things with me that disrupted my peace. Y'all, this is serious. Moving with the experience. My experience was I wanted to have a good time, and now I'm stressed out. I'm trauma filled, stigma, all of the things. I don't have no peace. And y'all know what I say. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me because I should have known better, but it won't be a third time. It won't be a third time. No, ma'am. No, sir. No green eggs and ham. No. And I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to be popular in that circle anymore. They are going to want to talk about you. They're going to say you're bougie. They're going to say you're all of those things. But this is what I need for my life. I have to move with the experience. Y'all, I got a plan to be comfortable. There is no reason why I should be uncomfortable on my dime. If I am working hard, if I am doing it. Now, y'all out here, some of us are advocates. Some of us are out here doing this work. And sometimes we throw a freebie in there. Y'all know I love a BOGO. Buy one, get one free. Right? But my time, my energy, and my peace is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. I'm going to need time. I went to apply for a job years ago, and I said that my time, 10 to 6. I don't do anything before 10 o'clock. In this advocacy work that I'm doing, I get up in the mornings, I do my show, I have my coffee, I do what I do. I make sure that I work my day out and all of that before 10. Before I actually start working. I don't schedule any meetings. Somebody was like, well, why don't you schedule a meeting at 8:30? 8:30 for what? You're not paying me for 8:30. When I first applied for this, I said my time. And I said I needed rest. And then also too, y'all, I'm a veteran. I'm somebody who does things on Veterans Day, on the holidays, right? And so I told them that these were the days. I wanted my birthday off, and then I have these holidays that I go and I do things with my family and with myself. So I'm a veteran, and I go and I partake in all the veteran stuff. A lot of times we don't do that. We don't say that, right? Up front. Now, here's the thing. Some of us need a job, and we're going to take what we get because we got to get through this spell, this moment. I'm fine with that. But when you are planning to be comfortable, I need time. I just can't jump into the fire. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm like an old box of matches. Sometimes you may try to strike it and won't nothing happen. And you got to strike it 2 or 3 more times before it pop off. That's good. So I'm saying this, y'all, moving with experience, right? Plan to be comfortable. That move taught me, which I already knew, but that move taught me in this work that I do, this advocacy work that I do, I plan to be comfortable. And look, and I'm going to tell y'all something. Whatever I'm doing, if you're going to pay me, you're going to pay me, right? But I always have points. I always have coupons. I always have the hotels and all of that. So when you give me what you're going to give me, right? 9 times out of 10, if it takes this, because I've been blessed that people, when they work with me, they make sure that I'm paid accordingly. So I don't have to worry about it. And room and board is done. I don't have to worry about it. But I normally will go to Hilton or wherever I'm staying, and I will upgrade my room. A lot of times they will upgrade it for me because I stay a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I plan to be comfortable. If I'm not going to get it here, I've already planned to be comfortable. So I asked them, When you're sending me somewhere, when you want me to be somewhere, be on a panel, be on the big stage, the live stage or whatever it is, what are the accommodations? Because I need to know where I'm going to be at. I went to SOS and I went to USCHA on my dime last year, right? I planned to be comfortable. I planned out my room. I planned out my time. I planned out my schedule. I didn't rush for nothing. I didn't want nothing out of that. Y'all, I took my time. And why did I do that? Because I wanted to know what the experience was so that when I send somebody else, right, through my Titan Capri experience, I want them to know the same experience. I don't want them to have to be running up and down. Like, those days are done. I want to be comfortable. I want to eat a meal. I want to smack on some bacon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. Like, as long as I'm doing what I need to do for me, I'm going to plan to be comfortable. And that's non-negotiable. I don't want to go to a restaurant and I have to buy the appetizers only. Now, if I want the appetizers only, then that's me. But I don't know. Why would I go to a restaurant and order a hot dog or a burger unless they specialize in that? But most definitely, I go to a restaurant, I want some steak and potatoes. I want to be able to pick out my steak over here, or I want shrimp and lobster if that's what I want. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of times what people do, people will not do that. Oh, I want to go to the restaurant, but I'm over here nickel and diming it. No, I'm not going to the restaurant if I'm not prepared to be comfortable. I'm not going on a trip if I'm not prepared to be comfortable. I'm too big and too grown to be in a room with 3 other people. No, sir. No, ma'am. I need my own bed, preferably a queen size bed. We can go up after that, but preferably a queen size bed where I can roll around and be good. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get a room by myself, right? Because I need my peace. I want to get up in the morning. I want to do my prayers and meditate. I want to look out at the sun, go out on the balcony with my cup of coffee and get some sunlight on my face. I can't do that with certain people. You feel me? And that's what we have that. That's what we have that. Hey, Eddie, good morning. Eddie said, wait, I'm late. What's the topic? The topic is moving with experience. Moving with experience. And let me recap real quick, Eddie, because there are a couple of other people that are in here that were not in here in the beginning. Okay. So I was talking about moving with experience, right? And I was saying that I recently did a move from one house to another. And it was a lot of nostalgia. It was a lot of things in there. And I said, sometimes we have to understand where we're at and things that we've accumulated. And in your life, you've accumulated feelings, you've accumulated emotions, you've accumulated spirits, you know what I'm saying? And all of those things. And sometimes you jump ship and you carry them with you to the next ship, relationship, situationship, whatever it may be. I didn't want to take everything out of that house and bring it into this house, because then I would still be in the same house. You feel me? So I had to clean it out. I had to make sure. I had to throw away a lot of things that had long been expired that should have been out of my life. Right? And then we talked about, Eddie, planning to be comfortable. If I had the opportunity to do this again, I would plan to be comfortable. I would get somebody to do it for me. I did a lot of moving. My word for today was exhausted, because I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but I had to get it done, right? And so there's no reason why I'm going to complain, because I had to get it done. I had to move, right? There were issues with the toilet. There was issues with the pipes. So we had to move, right? There was no bargaining and, no. But I had to plan to be comfortable. But thank God we had somewhere to go in that, right? Now, the other part was we were talking with Michael about feeling numb. And I was talking about just how life is. And a lot of times we don't plan to be comfortable. A lot of times we think that we are thriving and surviving in this chaos, and it's what we should be able to do. But y'all, I was raised in a family to where you worked, and you did not complain, right? You did not complain. Why are you complaining? You got food on the table. You got a roof over your head. You got this, but you are constantly working yourself to the bone. At some point, like Michael said, you are numb to the fact that where am I going? Like, I've been doing this, right? When is my stop? When do I get to pull off the interstate and go to a rest stop? When do I do it? Plan to be comfortable. Every trip that I make, if it's just me going to the grocery store, I plan to be comfortable. Y'all, we got to make sure that we stay that way. We got to make sure that we stay that way. Michael said, you cooking. Okay, Michael. Michael said, sending you love and abundance. Thank you for sharing your light with me this morning. You know I got you, Michael. I got you. Angela Hawkins said, it's beautiful. It makes you reflect on how awesome God is. Indeed. And I said a lot of times, and y'all, have y'all ever been, and this is being in the country, but have y'all ever been out on, and this may be reminiscent of The Color Purple, when she stepped out on the porch and she said, it looks like it's twister weather, right? But have y'all ever felt the calm before the storm? And y'all, this may be weird to y'all, and y'all probably have felt it, right? And just didn't know, like you wasn't in tune with that. But I went to Alaska, being in the military. My duty station was in Alaska, actually Fort Richardson, which is in Anchorage, Alaska. Y'all, I got there and I had never seen snow like that. It was so majestic, so pretty. Just, I had never seen it like that before, right? And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, God, wait, hold on. Then I fished out in Alaska. I went to Mount McKinley. I went to Chena Hot Springs. I went to things that this boy from the South would have never experienced, right? But I told my moms, I wrote home, and I have the letter still. I think my mom still has the letter still. I wrote home and I said, it looks like God just reached out and touched, boop, and said, take a look at this. Y'all, there are things on this earth that are wonders, amazing things that you just have not experienced because you're not planning to be comfortable. See, in my planning to be comfortable, I have worked out all of the things. And there may be some anomalies, maybe some things that happen that I may not be able to control. That's fine. However, in the grand scheme of things, if I plan to be comfortable, so I go on the cruise and we do these excursions, right? We did an off Jeep road excursion. I drove across a suspension bridge. Y'all, Although I was in the military and I rappelled out of a helicopter and all of that kind of stuff, I am not a heights person. I'm not scared of heights, but I just believe that things can happen. I believe that this black body needs to be on the ground. Okay? I don't believe that I'm doing all of those things. That's not my ministry. That's not it. My ministry is my advocacy and the things that I do, and I do it on the ground. Anyways, the first time I went to Vegas, I stayed at the Stratosphere, and we were up almost, I want to say, I forgot, 30 something floor, but we were up there, like, good. We went upstairs, like, you plan to be comfortable. There are things in this world that will make you cry, that will make you lose your breath, that will make you wonder just how great, you know what I'm saying? God is, the universe. Like you just don't know these things because you have not planned to be comfortable. Yeah, I'm not flying in for 2 hours and flying out. Unless I've already planned to be comfortable in those 2 hours, and I'm going to go get me some type of meal or something, whatever have you. I'll fly in, I'll drive down, and I'll drive on back, right? But 9 times out of 10 in doing this work, I come in the day before and I leave the day after. Because that gives me time to process, gives me time to go. And then 9 times out of 10, when I'm going places and things, I want to go out to eat. I want to see my friends. I want to have a moment. And I can't do that if I'm always in a rush. And we know, if we know anything about spirit, about God, about the universe, right? About vibes and frequencies, we must slow down in order to truly partake and be a part of that. You can catch some things moving fast, but you will miss a whole lot of things moving that fast. Plan to be comfortable. Moving with the experience is our topic today. But I want you, if you don't leave with nothing else today, plan to be comfortable. And if somebody is going with you and they're telling you, no, we can't do this, why don't we go half on a room and that? My question to you all day and every day, will you be comfortable? Well, Titan, I can't. No. It's a yes or no question. Will you be comfortable? The answer is no. So the answer is no, I'm not sharing a room. No, I don't want that. On the cruise, on the train, I want my own suite. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to have the hassle. And it's not that I don't like the person or then I don't want that hassle. I did that in my 20s and my 30s. I did that. That's not me no more. No. Because I've already planned to be comfortable. And a lot of times the person that's going with you did not plan to be comfortable. Because if they did, they would not want to be in the same room with you. That's just what it is. Now, if y'all are boo babies, things, and y'all doing what y'all doing, yes, indeed. Doodle Bob said, your style is incredible. Thank you so much, Doodle Bob. Good morning. Go on and follow me, Doodle Bob. Come on in. Kick your shoes off and relax just a little bit. Baby Angela Hawkins says, sweets are nice. Yes, they are. Plus, you get on and off quicker. Let me tell you, once you have done it, once you have experienced something, right, and you know what it's about, I can't go back there. I can't. I used to fly and be in seat number 32, 28. No. Now I don't go past seat 15. And only 15 or 16 because that's the exit rows. Or if they further up, whatever the exit rows are, whatever type of plane it is. Look, and then here's the thing. I didn't know the difference between a 747, a 737, a 757. Like, I didn't know none of that. Y'all, when you know, you know. Like, come on. When you have flown places for more than 2 hours, like, comfortability is a thing. Always. Always a thing. And know something about Titan. Raising my hand. Know something about Titan. I'm not going to ever invite you anywhere or do anything that you can't be comfortable. Period. Period. That part. Thank y'all so much. Queen says, I have always been the one to have my own. And if I cannot, then I do not participate. That part. That part. Hey, Val, good morning, corazon. He said, good morning, corazon. It's that right there. Y'all hold on 1 second. We about to go to commercial break really quickly and I'll be right back. But yes, indeed. I don't have to make it something that it's not. Y'all, it's not that hard. It is not that hard to be comfortable. See, and this is what we were talking about earlier, what Michael was talking about. Me and her were having this conversation that For some reason, we feel that it's wrong to be comfortable. Y'all, when have we just abandoned comfortability? When did chaos and destruction become the normal? When did it happen? Somewhere along your journey, you believe that you were taking up too much space, asking for too much, and your comfortability went out the window. I know what I like. I know what I need. And I need to be comfortable. Eddie said, as a semi-young adult who's about to move, I'm taking heed to what you're saying. I'm telling you, Eddie, like, you got to plan to be comfortable. Don't ever go through anything, right, without a plan. Because if I get there at this time, I know check-in is not until 3, right, in the afternoon. You know, most hotels have adopted that. It used to be that you could get in like at 11, check out at 11 too. But like now, like they don't want you in till 3, which is fine. So I get there. Can I leave my bags at the hotel? Can you lock them up? Make sure that I'm good. And then let me go out and do the city. Let me go to a restaurant, right? I didn't already did some research. People done told me where I can go, what I should do. I'm going to do that. But then I ask these questions when I'm booking. Does it have a view? I want to be on the upper floor. I'm a photographer, right? I love to take pictures, right? What are the amenities? What am I getting? You know what I mean? Like, plan to be comfortable. And if it doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit you. But you won't be stuck in something that doesn't suit you because you planned to be comfortable. How about that? How about that? Vale said, I need to have downtime to regain my thoughts and mental health. Living stigma-free can be difficult at times. You need skills and a strong mental health. And Vale, let me tell you, you just spoke a word. Let me tell you. And the reason why that is because I was talking about doing this work, right? And we are always on, we're on, right? The switch is on. But when does the switch go off? So I need time. People will say, oh, well, Titan, meet me at 8 in the morning on a vacation. Oh, wait a minute. What we doing? Oh, we going to an excursion. Okay, I'll meet you at 8 in the morning because we're going to an excursion. I went to Costa Maya year before last with my best friend. And we went and swam with the dolphin and the manatees. I had never done that before. I'm a Pisces. I love water. But swimming with dolphins and manatees, we went to Iguana Island. We did all of the things. We did tequila tasting and all of this stuff. Like we did the things. But here's the thing. If I wouldn't have planned to be comfortable, I would have never been able to do that. Y'all, I don't go on vacation to be stressed. I don't go on vacation to be jumping up and going and doing all of the things. I go on vacation to relax. But just like Vale just stated, you got to take some time. So y'all, I schedule in my downtime. I don't do nothing before 10 o'clock unless I'm doing a show like I'm doing this morning. Nothing before 10. And then even in that, I tell people I'm not doing meetings back to back to back to back every day. Like, who does that? I'm not doing it. I have a life outside of that. And then I don't like when people just pop up meetings just out the blue. I can't attend. Not going to happen. But I had to plan to be comfortable. So I had to let them know where I was, what I will do, and what I won't. And then they had to be able to say yes or no to that. And if they did, then we can move on accordingly. If they said no, 2 tears in a bucket, I'm going to move on. Angela said, Eddie, save your coins, your back and your stress level if you can, and get movers. So much easier. That part, Eddie, get movers. If you can afford it, get you some movers. If you cannot move what you can, and then ask your friends, right? Hey, y'all gonna come over? I'm trying to cash in that coupon. Y'all told me buy one, get one free. This is my free one. Y'all gonna come on over? Now you may have to get them something to eat, something to drink, make them comfortable. But yeah, but save your coins. That's good, Angela. Hey, Melissa, good morning. Melissa said, powerful words got me thinking about my life thus far. Indeed, Melissa. Good to see you, Melissa. All right, y'all, let's go to this commercial real quick and I'll be right back. And then we're going to close this out and we'll be good this morning. Thank y'all so much. I would love to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience merch. Have you been over to my shop to see all the wonderful items that I have for you? Let me tell you, I have the Titan in the Morning mugs, socks, tote bags, candles, and t-shirts. I even have a Titan Capri Experience insulated 40-ounce travel mug. Yes, I did say 40 ounces. So hop on over and check out all the goodies that I have for you. Also, if clicking the link is not for you, you can scan the QR code and it will take you to my TikTok shop where you can do all the shopping that you would love to do. Go on over and check me out. For the link, the QR code, but either way, it will take you to the destination, which is my Titan Capri Experience shop. See you there. My name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. I would like to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience, where our mission is to curate spaces and places that educate people living with HIV and the people that support them with experiences that bridge the gap between community and resources. Our vision is to center the human aspect of people living with HIV and the people that support them with the focus on the mental, emotional, and spiritual support needed to thrive in your integrated communities. That is the Titan Capri Experience. Good morning. All right, y'all, I'm back. Look, I had a little technical difficulties. Y'all saw it had to start over. I was like, what's going on? Like it was moving in slow motion. Just moving in slow motion, Mm. Here's the thing, y'all. Moving with the experience. Your experience will be your experience. But I want you to take some accountability in your experience and the movement. You got to plan to be comfortable, not only in your work, not only in the business, but in your life, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and most definitely physically. You have to plan to be comfortable. People will tell you that you don't deserve comfortability. They will say to you, no. They will tell you that you should buy this and that instead of this and that. But if that's not making you comfortable, then that's not what you should buy. You always look at it from a place of, am I comfortable? Will this make me happy? And I am a no frills type of person. I want a one and done it. I don't want 1,500 things. Like when I buy furniture and things like that, I'm not sitting down putting that furniture together no more. Maybe a chair or maybe some type of small bookcase or something that I can do. Hell, I get foldable, stackable things now, right? That they come out the box and all you got to do is open it up and bam, it's there. Y'all, I ain't got time for all that other stuff. I ain't finna be stressed out. I ain't finna be sitting up here trying to sip on nothing. No, I plan to be comfortable. And you must do the same thing with your life. Not everything has to be 1,500 instructions, right? Not everything has to be chaos and destruction. Not everything has to be hard in order for you to do it. But something I want to bring back is that old school, my grandmother used to say, anything worth having is worth working for. If you have worked for it, then you deserve to have it. Deserve to have it without all of the other things. Deserve to have it without a 25 point something interest rate. Like you deserve, if you work hard and you do the things that you need to do, then that's what it is. Y'all move with the experience. Plan to be comfortable. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Before we get out of here, I'm going to say it one more time. I love a BOGO. I love a buy one, get one free. I love a coupon. I love $1, $2, $5 off. I love a free upgrade. I love all of those things. But if I don't plan to be comfortable, I shouldn't have to miss out if I don't get them. Same thing in your life. This person that you're with, or people that you're with, or friends, places, things, they're not going to always make you comfortable. But if you set boundaries and expectations of your comfortability, you didn't plan this. This is what I need from you. This is what I need from you. This is what I need from you, Melissa. This is what I need from you, Angela. This is what I need from you, Vale. This is what I need from you. This is what I need from you, Lucy Lou. This is what I need from you, Katina. This is what I need from you, Eddie. This is what I need from you, Queen. This is what I need, right? That's me planning to be comfortable. So in order for me to be comfortable and for me and you to be on the same page and truly understand, then that's me planning. Hey, Wink, good morning. That's me planning. I have to plan to be comfortable. Moving with the experience. And before you move on, make sure that you have done the planning with that experience. Make sure. Because you will not be comfortable in your new place if you are not done the planning for that experience, meaning to be done with that experience. Meaning to be over with that. I don't say you had to resolve it, because sometimes it takes two to resolve and you can't, but resolve it for you in the sense that you know what your next step is and you know what you did with that over there. Moving with the experience. Lastly, make sure that your life does not continue to take things that are not yours, that have expired, that no longer serve you. Oh, okay. Some of y'all gonna be upset with me when y'all get to the parking lot and y'all see that. Because some of y'all are steady holding on and carrying it from relationship, situationship to situationship. Some of y'all will not let it go, and it's still the other person's fault. Y'all gonna have to let that go. Move with the experience. You've experienced that. Now you're gonna have to let it go. Now you may need to get you some professional help. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to a psychiatrist or talking to somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you are gonna have to let it go, because you cannot plan to be comfortable if you're steady holding on to the chaos and destruction that had you uncomfortable over here. You should plan to be comfortable. And what I mean by that is plan to have your peace. Do the things that need for you to be comfortable. Yes. Oh, yes. Titan did therapy. And I will go back again if needed. I plan to be comfortable. I plan to have my peace. I cannot do these things, y'all, if I don't plan for it. Somebody's going to come into your life and tell you that you don't deserve to be comfortable. Because I do it this way, you should do it this way. No, that works for you. That don't work for me. This body of mine, I done been around the block and stood on a couple of corners, and I know what that does for me. So when my downtime comes, like Vale said, I got to take a moment. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be no good for you. Can I roll? Can I do it? Can I do it off of fumes? I sure can. But do I want to? Do I need to? That's a no. That's a no. Hey, Sir Kylie. Good morning. Hey, sir. Good morning to you. Hey, Rendell. Hey, Rendell. Good morning to you. Good morning. So that's what I want to say to you. No, okay, because somebody asked. No, somebody said, well, what do you do with this and that? Let me tell you something. Y'all, you can hate me if you want to. Hate me if you want to. My friends, they know that I'm down for them like 4 flat tires and I ain't going nowhere. But the reality of it, thank you, sir. But the reality of it is that if it's not comfortable to me, I'm not doing it. They will say, Titan, well, you should have did this and did that. Hey. Okay, Titan, I got you. Y'all, nothing. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. They want what's best for me, right? But that's not comfortable for me. That may be comfortable for you. I'll never forget. I was driving Uber when I left my job years ago. I was driving Uber. I was baking cakes, selling cakes and slices, and I was doing photography. And somebody said, you need to get you a job. And I said, I'm not comfortable right now with having a job. I'm in between. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to do that. Well, do this and do that. I don't want to do that. That doesn't make me happy. Now, y'all, I'm not going to tell you I'm a hustler. I'm going to do what I have to do. Hence the driving Uber, baking cakes, and doing photography. Oh, I was doing all of that. And sometimes still barely making ends meet. But y'all, that's hustle mode. But I should be in hustle mode 365, 24/7. That's not comfortable. And you got to be careful about those that are always in hustle mode. That don't make you raise a red flag. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Why you always in hustle mode? Like, you don't never get a time? You don't never get... And then some people, but then you think about it, people wear hustle time like a badge of honor. Oh, I'm on my grind. I'm on my hustle. I'm doing this. But wasn't you doing that 2 years ago? Like, your hustle is supposed to... Wait a minute, what's happening? You ain't built that? The equation ain't mathing? Like, what's happening that you are just on this grind for 2 years and you're not reaping the benefits? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but ain't nothing good about that. Ain't nothing good about that. If I'm going to hustle, I'm hustling for this 6 months or whatever it is. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to do that. But it ain't going to be no 3 years later and I'm still in that same hustle, nickel and diming it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Baby, I'm a hustler. Let me tell you something. I was driving Uber till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was getting up, going to photo shoots. I was doing everything that I could do with that. People were asking me, Titan, I need one of your cakes. I was baking cakes. I was selling them slices. I was selling the cakes for $20. And then people were like, well, you should do more than this and do more than that. And I was still trying to do my advocacy work. Like, I was still in it. But y'all, that hustle can only last for so long. I had to plan to be comfortable. I said there's an ends to this means, right? I know it's backwards, means to an end, but ends to this means, because the means got me to where I am, but I had to put an end to that because I couldn't keep going like that. I couldn't always be on. I had to turn off for a while. Like Vale said, I had to, you know what I mean? And if you are out here right now in that world, and you are out here in this world, you are out here doing that, you are out here grinding and doing it and making it happen, you need to check in with yourself periodically, because if you are still in on mode and you've been in on mode for the last 8 months, something is wrong somewhere. And you need to sit down, go to bed. Like my mama used to say, get out of grown folks' business, go to bed. That's what you got to do. No, and I'm not telling you to be slouchy. I'm not telling you not to grind. I'm saying plan to be comfortable. Y'all, if I work hard like this, if I do all of this, make all of this money, I can't reap the benefits. I can't celebrate. I can't live my life in love. Something's wrong in the water. Something ain't right in the water. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Hey, Bianca, good morning. Q said it's not sustainable forever. It's not. And it's not built that way. You are not supposed to be at 100% all the time. Even batteries drain. You ever tried to use your phone at full capacity at 3%? Baby, text messages ain't going, calls ain't happening, the phone is barely staying on, the display then dimmed, did all of the things. And y'all want to tell me that you good? You falling asleep at the precarious times? But you supposed to be rested, but you sleeping. You're always yawning. Where is the end? What's the means? Moving with experience. That was my topic, this moving with experience. Y'all, you've done this before. You've been there. So why are you doing it again? Why are you doing it again? And again, and again, and again. Why? Plan to be comfortable. When you're moving with experience, your first thing, plan. In your planner should be you. What does it require for Titan to show up and show out? What does it require for Titan to be on his best? Is it 7 hours of sleep? 8 hours of sleep? Is it me getting there the day before, scoping out where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do so that I'm on time? I make sure that I'm good. Is that it? Because yes, that's part of my planning. I go and check out the room that I'm going to be in, the stage I'm going to be on. How do I get there so I don't get lost? You know what I mean? All of the things. I don't ever want somebody to get me to do something or ask me to be on a panel or be on a stage, and then I don't get there in time. I'm not ready. I'm not looking the way that I should because I got bags under my eyes and I'm tired and I'm drinking 3 cups of coffee because I'm trying to stay awake. That's not it. I want to be fresh faced just like this. I want to prepare. Now, if something happens and I don't get in until late night or I stayed up late hanging out or whatever have you, I know where I'm at. I know I can adjust. But y'all, there should be some room for error in your planning. So if this happens, if I don't get on this plane, if I don't make it here, then I'm going to be there. That's why I get there the night before. Especially in this current climate. I'm not playing with y'all at the airport. Not happening. Okay, I'm telling you. Queen said, life is difficult, yet there needs to be moments of bliss to help balance life. Indeed. But you know what? You will not have life without those moments. And that's moving with the experience. You have these experiences for a reason. So here's my thing. And I want to say this, and Queen, thank you for bringing that up. I want to say this. I don't believe that God, your God, whoever your God is, I don't believe that God built the sun and the moon, or put the sun and the moon where they're at. I don't think that a sunrise and a sunset was just there for GP. It gives you something. Yesterday, when they were taking all of that junk out of my house, I sat outside in a chair, which I ain't done for I don't know how long, but I sat outside and let the sun get on my face. And they kept asking me, they said, you can sit inside. You don't have to sit outside. I said, no, I'm good right here. It felt good. We got to stop. We got to stop denying ourselves those moments of bliss, planning to be comfortable. I'm not ever going to do it again. Hey, Boogie's Balling, good morning. Hey, Director Mike, good morning to you. Randall said, it's okay to take a break and reset. Yes, indeed. And see, and Randall, right there, this is how we always talk about it. It's okay. What do you mean it's okay? I'm not saying you, Randall, but I'm saying in the general sense, I shouldn't have to bargain with my rest or my reset. No, it's not just okay. It's required. That's what that is. Because somebody told me over here, talking about, well, Titan, you need to ask yourself or ask them about it. I'm not asking nobody for no break. I'm in a situation. I'm in an era. I'm in this life of mine that's here. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. If I'm going to take a break, I'm going to take a break. But I'm going to let you know, being a grown man that I am, look, this is where I'm at. I need a moment. I need a moment. That was heavy. And in this work that I do, and this trauma-filled work that I do, I always have to tell people, got to give me 50 feet. I need a moment. Because I'm always with clients, right? I meet clients on the street, and they always are asking. So I'm on. But y'all, you cannot expect me to be on 24/7. So I will have to break. I will have to. Queen says, I have always lived in survival mode, and I am now. I want out. I take my moments of comfort. And yes, that's it. And that survival mode, that's a real thing, right? But we have to make sure, and this is an I statement, Titan had to make sure that I took myself, right, out of that equation and into those moments. Yeah. Hey, Linda, good morning. Hey, the Queen, good morning. Said yes, okay? I love the conversation right now, and it's necessary. Thank you so much. Doc Veen, thank you so much for that. Yeah, y'all, look, no, Queen, my friend. Baby, that's my little sis. We good. No, I wasn't saying it to her. I'm saying I statements, Titan. I had to stop denying myself those moments. Because I will talk myself right out of it. Baby, I'd have been sitting here, blah, 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 blah. And then here it is, I ain't doing it. And that's not fair to me. That's not fair to me. Moving with experience, y'all. I want to say this because I'm about to get out of here because I'm already past time. Moving with experience. You got to plan to be comfortable. You got to plan to be comfortable. Linda, I'm gonna make a note that Tuesday I'm gonna tell you about the dating. I am so sorry. I have been there. Yeah, I am so sorry. But I got you. I got you, Linda. Just remind me on Tuesday. I'm gonna put myself a note here to talk about that, so you can get an update. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Do this. Love you too. Yes, Boogie's Ballings. Yes. Yes. Hey, Renda. Yes, indeed. You have a fabulous day as well. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Before I get out of here, I want to ask that TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. I got a goal there. If you can help me out with the goal, whatever you can do on that, go over to my shop and grab you a little something for the shop. Always, you can get you a nice old Titan in the Morning mug. If you want to do that, I got t-shirts, socks, candles, journals, all of the things over there. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts, show me some love. Look, y'all, I always am looking for new friends and people to come on in. So if you want, I'm Titan Capri on all social media. All you got to do is go on over, like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Thank you all so much. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all be great. And I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had made, wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called Titan's Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan Groove. Sit da 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 da. Sit da 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 da. So da da do 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 da do do da do 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 da do do da do 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 do. See we do da do 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 da do 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 da do 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 da. See we do da do 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 da do 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 da do 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 da. Da do 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 da do do. See we do da do do. See do 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 da. Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna ask something of y'all. Y'all gonna help me out? All right. It's gonna go like this. Y'all follow me. I am, I can be, I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am, I can be, I will be. All right, keep going. I am, I can be, all right, I will be. I'm going to add something in, keep going. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am. That's it. I will be. Worthy. Come on. I can be. I will. I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.